One of my all-time favorite horses is Money Maker. I mean, you don't get a picture blown up poster size unless you're absolutely crazy about a horse.
And I've got a good reason to be. Actually, I've got a lot of good reasons to be totally in love with this standardbred. Money Maker retired at the age of 7 in 2000, and when she hung up her harness, she had won 67 races on 28 different tracks in 7 different countries, at any distance against any contender. With over $5.5 million in the bank, she retired as the richest standardbred in harness racing history, and the richest female of any breed in the world. She was inducted into the Harness Racing Hall of Fame in 2006. Trained by Jimmy Takter, her victories included the Hambletonian Oaks, Breeders' Crown, Nat Ray, Prix d'Amérique, and the Elite Lop. And that's only a handful of huge stakes to her credit. I'm not the only one who absolutely adored her. In Italy, they called her the Sophia Loren of harness racing for her beauty and grace on the racetrack. The daughter of Speedy Crown, who took a career best of 152-1, was voted the Harness Horse of the Year in 1998 and 1999. Trotter of the Year from 1998 to 2000, and Trotting Mare of the Year from 1997 to 2000. It was back in 2000, as a matter of fact, when I traveled to Kentucky with the sole purpose to meet Money Maker. And after I got done crying and freaking out from excitement, I took a deep breath and got my picture taken with her. I'll never forget that as long as I live. And I have a feeling Money Maker probably will never forget the crazy girl she met in Lexington who was hyperventilating. Hey, I'm just glad I made an impression on her.
On that great day when I met Money Maker, this is what my camera looked like. I can't believe I lugged that thing all the way down to Kentucky. This is what my camera looks like today. As you can see, a lot has changed in the past decade. One thing that has not changed is the fact that Money Maker still holds the world record for the fastest trotter under saddle.
Money Maker's last official race was on September 9th, when she won a $500,000 trot in Montreal. She had already made plans to start a family, but before she did that, there was one more record she had to conquer. So she returned to her birthplace in Kentucky to attempt to break the world record for trotting under saddle. Her rider is jockey Julie Crone, who's the winner of over 3,300 races and over $81 million in purses. And she's the only woman to be voted into the Thoroughbred Hall of Fame. Although Julie is retired as a professional jockey, she was very excited about this opportunity to go for the world record with Money Maker. While Julie Crone is riding Money Maker, the 2 galloping prompters are driven by her trainer, Jimmy Takter, and her regular driver, Wally Hennessy. A trotter named Preferential held the record in 158-2. Now, I already told you earlier that Money Maker broke the world record, but I didn't tell you how fast she went. So let's watch her in action from the half-mile pole.
So midway down the backside, Money Maker and Julie Crone at the half-mile mark, and they reached that barrier in 58 flat. Preferential was there in a minute. So 2 full seconds ahead of the previous mark, and now Julie Crone up on Money Maker since they're around the upper turn headed toward the draw gate. Money Maker by Speedy Crown from Nan's Catch, who herself won the Kentucky Futurity for fillies right here over the Red Mile, approaches a 3/4, and Julie has the filly there in 126-1. Preferential reached that mark in 29-4, top of the lane. And the greatest trotting mare in history, the greatest trotter of them all, the internationally renowned Money Maker, the internationally renowned Julie Crone, drive to the wire, and she's still going well. Here comes Money
Isn't she just magnificent? She beat the record by 4 seconds. After that mile, she got a standing ovation from the crowd at the Red Mile. Then they took off her shoes, which is a tradition with horses who are retiring. And at that time, Julie stepped in for a quick interview.
You're not used to the situation, leaving the mobile starting gate and then rating her like you had to out there by yourself, but you clicked off 3:28 quarters, just like you've been doing it all your life.
Just like we'd planned it. See on my hand here? 29 early, and then if it was fun because earlier I told Wally about the times, and he said, don't worry. He said, if you go 30 your first quarter, he said, you're going to have to pick it up a little. He said, but don't you worry. Money will be there for you, and she certainly was, and that's just what happened. I joked, and I said, well, I made a mistake early with the time, and he goes, and he had been quoted as saying before that he makes mistakes and she fixes them, and that's just what she did today, and that's why she's as great as she is. And the fans, the appreciation of the fans here today was just fabulous. Made it really special. I could feel her, you know, I don't know if it makes a difference to these people, but I could feel her get all pumped up and full of herself like a little peacock as she walked by the stands, and they cheered for her. So thank everyone today here for it, and I'm sure she appreciated it. If I could put it in horse words, thank you.
Money Maker has proven that she is the queen of trotting. And in my heart and others, she will always be.
I just want to cry when I watch her. Yes, I love her that much.